Hello guys, welcome to our channel Coders Arcade. This is Ashank David, and in today's video we are going to talk about Tableau and how you can build your first visualization in Tableau. So in our previous videos we have talked about what exactly is Tableau and how Tableau installation can be done into your system. So if you haven't watched those videos yet, I would give the link of those videos in the description below as well as in the I button. So if you would like to watch those videos as well, so you can go ahead and watch those videos. Once you have done the installation and all, this is the starting and this is how your Tableau would look like. Now remember, this is Tableau public. So in this video, we are going to talk about Tableau public. Now, before I start with this video, I would like to request you people to please like, share and subscribe to our channel Code is Arcade, and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you won't miss any future updates. So now let's start. So here you can see that this is a Tableau public, and here we have a lot of things here. So for example, here on the left hand side, this is our panel where we can connect to a particular file or a database. And I have in the previous video, I have already discussed about what is the difference between Tableau public and Tableau desktop. So Tableau desktop is a paid version. You get more options here to the server, and this is Tableau public. In Tableau public, you get less options, but yes, you can use it for learning purposes. And in this video, we are going to talk about Tableau public. So let's continue. So in this, you can see that this is public version of Tableau, and here you have very limited options to uh, connect with in terms of data. So you have Microsoft Excel, you have text file, you have a JSON file, you have a Microsoft Access, PDF, a spatial file, and statistical file. So here, for this video, we are going to take an example of a Microsoft Excel file, and let's discuss about how you can start by importing the Excel file and start by creating your first data visualization. In this video, this is just a very basic video. This is not an in-depth video of how to create a visualization. This is just to start with Tableau and understand about Tableau for what reasons in practical basis we use Tableau. So let's start. So I'm going to first click on to Microsoft Excel, and in the previous videos I've already told you that if you want to see the interface, you can just click onto this logo up there just above the connect where the connect is written. If you click onto this, it will take you towards this particular part. But if you haven't connected any data set before, so you can first connect the data set. So if you can say, for example, we have an Excel file, and in this video, we're going to talk about one Excel file. We're going to connect with an Excel file and we're going to work related to that. So here I have an Excel file. So I'm going to click on to Microsoft Excel file. If you have any other type of file which is available to you, and out of these options, you can click onto those options. But let's click on to Microsoft Excel because we have Microsoft Excel. So one single click onto it and it will open up this dialog box. So in this case, I have this file called sample superstore. So if you want this file, I can give this file in the description below. The link of this file is present. So if you want, you can download this file and play along with this file in Tableau with me along with this video. So I will give the link of this item in the description below. So I'll open up this sample superstore file. So in this, what exactly is this? First of all, let's open that up and understand how it looks like. So let us open that first. So see, this is that file. This is how that file looks like right now. So this is a basic data set which contains the information about a particular superstore where 9,995 rows of data is kept in one place for a particular superstore for particular items, and it is in this data set contains basically everything related to the items which are getting sold in this superstore, where when the item got ordered, what is its order ID, what is its order date, shipment, ship model, customer, the customer name, segment, country, city, everything is present. Where product ID, subcategory, products, everything is there. So there are multiple different products here. You can see that in the subcategories, you can see that this is books, bookcases, chairs, label tables, and all those things are there. And the main category contains these. So these are the items which are getting sold into the supermarket. And what is the quantity? What is the total number of sales? What is the prices? What are the profits? And what are the discounts? Everything is there in this particular file. Now, remember, this particular file is a cleaned file. The data is cleaned here. So before you go ahead and do any type of data visualization in Tableau, make sure that your data is clear. And clean in the sense, your data should be cleaned and it should be pipelined, and so that everything is properly written everywhere so you can read it and understand it. But the problem with this data set is that it's too much to read from this particular Excel file, which is very difficult if you see by your naked eyes here manually reading this Microsoft Excel file. But the thing is that you can visualize it using Tableau. Now, this is the power of Tableau where you can do a data visualization in terms and forms of charts and different graphs, which will allow you to plot the same exact numerical and written data from this Excel file into a graphical form or into a proper form which will reflect the importance of this particular data, where you can take out the meaningful insights out of it. This is what Tableau actually does. So basically, doing data visualization and taking out the meaningful insights. For example, out of this, which customer was the most important customer throughout the whole particular year or for that particular month? We can get to understand that through Tableau very easily with the help of data visualization. But if you want to do the same thing on this Excel file manually, it will take a lot of time because this is really intense data that we have here. So to do the same data visualization in depth, we need Tableau here. And for this reason, we are learning Tableau. So basically visualizing this data and taking out the meaningful insights out of it. So this is what Tableau actually does. This is an example file that I'm taking here. If you want, you can take any other file, but make sure that the data is cleaned first before you start with anything here. All right, so let's continue here. So we were here where we were about to open this file. So I just opened it explicitly for you, but now I will open up and connect it in the Tableau. So I just clicked onto this Microsoft Excel file. This dialog box open. I'll select this file and I'll click on to open, which will allow me to import this data here. So for me, it says number two, but actually two times I have imported it. I will just select one of them. And now here you can see that on the left hand side, the whole thing is, imported. And on the left hand side, you can see that this connection is made. Connection is made in the sense the Excel file which you have opened up in this Tableau got connected with this Tableau interface here. And on the left hand side, you can see the connections here. Okay, so this particular file is present here. And yep, so this particular file is present here. And on the left hand side in the sheets menu, you can see the sheets that you can see here is order, people, and return. So if I open that file again, if I open this file again, here you can see that on the down corner, there are three sheets: order, people, and return. So these three sheets are actually, recognized in this particular Tableau here. And these are the three sheets that we are going to work. So in this case, let's start by working on orders, the sheet which we saw actually. So what I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna click and hold onto this orders and I'll drag and drop the table here in between in the empty space here, in the empty void space here, which you see in the middle of the screen in the Tableau. As soon as I'll drop it here, you see that data will be loaded automatically into Tableau, and Tableau will start understanding every type of data which has been included in from this connection or from this Excel file. So you see that as soon as I dragged and dropped that orders sheet here into this place, on the downside, and you can see this, if I drag up there, you can see it is recognizing the different types of data. For example, row ID, order date, ship model, ship mode, customer ID, customer name, segment, country, region, state, and all of these things are there. And these are the data that has been imported throughout this particular sheet from this particular sheet. And these are the fields. So it has automatically recognized everything. And from this, we can start by just clicking on down there. You can see that there is one called sheet called as sheet one. And as soon as I'll click onto this, the same data will be again ordered into some the different interface, and from there we will start working. So this is just an intro part where you can see that as soon as you import and drag the sheet inside here, you can see your data and understand what type of data it is and how you would start working with it. Okay, now I'll what I'm going to do is I'm going to click onto sheet one here down here, and as soon as I click onto the sheet one, this interface comes up. Now, what exactly is this? Let us understand this interface. On the left hand side, you can see that this interface on the left hand side, it is recognized as a tables, and on there is one small light line that is present there, a small division here, a small light line division here, which divides discount, profit, quantity, sales, latitude, longitude, orders, and measure values from the above category, city, country, state, customer ID, and all of this. What you see above there is called as dimensions, or what you call as dimensions. Your category, city, country, region, customer ID, customer name, order date, all of these are your dimensions. In terms of Tableau, we call them as dimensions. Below this, discount, profit, quantity, sales, all of these are called as measures, right? All of these are called as what? Measures. So the above ones are called as dimensions and the lower ones are called as measures. So now you understand what exactly is dimensions and measures. So like dimensions is a qualitative properties, and the measures down there, these are the measures here, the down part are your quantitative property. These are the qualitative properties and these are the quantitative properties. So basically, in a nutshell, if I want to explain you this, the above part, which are the dimensions here, are just the column names or the categories, and the measures are the values or the numerical values for the particular type of data or the row and column that we are working with. So that is the difference between a dimension and measure. So dimensions are this the the category, the contents, and the measures are the values of those dimensions. Okay, so this is the difference. So if you want to start by just if you want to start making your first visualization, and if you don't want to in this video I'm just gonna not gonna go into so much of depth of the technicality of Tableau, but in the next video definitely I'm gonna go into that. But for this video is already so long, so we'll finish off this video right here. And just if you want to build your first data visualization, you can see above here columns and rows. So if you either you can drop any particular item on the canvas here. This is your canvas in the middle. You can see this is the canvas. And if you want, you can drag and drop the items in the canvas, or you can just drag and drop the items into the columns and rows. In the next video, we're going to discuss in more depth way. Okay, so for example, here I will take up, let's say, categories. So let's drag and drop the categories in the, let's say, mm, rows. Okay. Or let's say drag and drop it in the columns. Okay. And now what I will do is I'll drag and drop the sales part in the rows. So you can see here. So what I did is the dimension called category, I drag and dropped into the columns. So that came as columns in the vertical fashion. And the sales, I dragged and dropped it into the rows. So it came into an horizontal fashion where you can see the number of sales. You can see from 0k to 50k to 300 100k, 150k, 200k, 250k, and so on till 850k here. And we can see the total number of sales here. And roughly you can see the total number of sales. And against the categories are three categories: furniture, office supplies, and technology. Okay, it's the technology. Yeah, technology, furniture, office supplies, and technology. So we have three main major categories. which has been divided here. And if you see subcategories, and subcategories is a different thing. In the next video, we'll talk about this. Right now, this is how you can do visualization, and this is your first visualization that we will do. So basically, Tableau, what it does is it allows us to create beautiful data visualizations, which allows you to, understand the data in a much better way. So here from this data visualization, from this particular visualization, we can understand that furniture total number of sales were around 750K, while the office supplies were around between 700K to 750K. So in between, so somewhere around 725K. And the technology was the highest one, where it went up till 840K around something. And from this, you can just take out the insight. This is the basic insight that you can take out. Well, if you don't like this way, you can click above this swap rows and columns. As soon as you click onto this, it automatically segregates up into this particular fashion, and you can see it inside the swapped ways where the rows and columns are being swapped. If you click onto it again, this looks nicer than the previous one. So this is actually the way of visualizing the data in Tableau. This is the introduction to the interface and your first data visualization in Tableau. I hope so that you have understood the steps very well. This video is already so long, so I'm going to end this video right now. And I hope so that this video is understood by all of you here. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section below, and I'll try to clear your doubts as soon as possible. In the next video for Tableau, I'm going to go into depth knowledge of how you can build a proper visualization, and we're going to talk about a lot of different options and buttons that are available for you to play around with Tableau. But from this video, whatever we have learned, try dragging and dropping different dimensions and measures onto your canvas or into rows and columns, and start playing with Tableau so that you can understand basically what and how Tableau works and why we use Tableau for. Well, this is all for this video, guys. Thanks for watching this video. This is Ashank David signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel Coders Arcade. And don't forget to press the bell icon so that you won't miss any future updates. Well, that's all for this video, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you and happy learning.